21211. You can also log into our website, WBALTV.com.
928, 36 degrees on TV Hill. How about that? It's warming up. We have more news ahead.
Okay. You're kidding yourself.
Hey, glass is half full.
Also coming up, a local guy is here who lived on a cruise line for a year. He actually was like the Julie on the cruise ship.
Was
if
he
you
really
watched
the
the
Julie?
Love Boat. Yeah.
Not the captain or
No, he's the Julie.
gopher.
He's here to talk to us about his experience. Stay with us.
There's more than just football going on at the Ravens game today. I'm Kim Basie. I'll tell you how you can make a big difference in the life of a needy family this holiday season.
Stick around for that.
But first, all aboard for an adventure you do not want to miss. One local man's year-long stay on a cruise ship. What was it like?
What was he thinking?
Did he meet Captain Steubing?
Did he sing the Love Boat theme?
He'll tell us next.
Cruise in the Bahamas would be great right now. We still have cold air moving at 43.
You remember the Love Boat, you know, Gopher, Julie, all those folks? Well, you can experience what it's like to be on a cruise ship in a new book. And the name of the book is Permanent Passenger at My Life on a Cruise Ship. And my guest this morning is Micha Berman. Micha, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, you were looking for a job on a cruise ship.
Yep.
You came out of college.
That's right. Well,
Why?
Well, I had basically no idea what I wanted to do. I read this book called What Color's Your Parachute? And I just locked myself up in my dorm room basically for 2 weeks. And at the end of it, it basically said, well, you should work in the circus or go on a cruise ship.
Right.
And I didn't juggle, so this was the perfect thing. And I love being in front of people and talking. So, you know, being an assistant cruise director was the perfect fit for what I wanted to do.
All right, and so your job, for those who remember the Love Boat, you were like the Julie on the ship.
I was Julie McCoy, that's right. I was the one holding the clipboard as people came on, and I did all kinds of things like hairy chess competitions and beer drinking, and they paid me basically to entertain the people on the ship.
Okay, and you write about it. You took years, though, before you started writing it, but you didn't write about it right away.
Actually, I wrote this book when I got off the ship,
okay,
because people, when I said to people, you know, I just worked on a cruise ship, they looked at me with these big eyes and were kind of like, what? You worked on a cruise ship? What was it? What did you do? How, you know, tell me the experience. And so I wrote the book right away. It took me a long time to get the book published, but now this book, really, the first chapter of it is how I got the job, which involved, you know, sending thousands of letters and doing all kinds of chasing cruise line executives into bathrooms. But most of this book is really what the life is like behind the scenes. You know, that's
Big
what the book
soap
is.
opera. What can you tell us?
Well,
tell us something juicy.
I can tell you that there's a lot of love on the Love Boat. You know, I didn't work for Princess, but I worked for Carnival. And one of the golden rules is, you know, there's 3 golden rules. Don't sit down on the bar stools, don't dance, and basically don't have romance with passengers. But I saw
Did you have a romance with the passengers?
I wouldn't call it romance, but I did a lot. I bumped into a woman once and she said, you know, where's the buffet? And I said, I am the buffet. So there was love. There was love.
That's why your wife writes in the review that this book is grounds for divorce.
Yeah, she's not divorced me yet, but I dedicated I dedicate the book to the love of my life. Please do not read the 5th chapter. Of course, my wife's very educated, so she went right to the 5th chapter. But she's actually supported it, and you know, there was a lot of love, but there wasn't meaningful relationships, and it's one of the reasons I got off the ship. But it was a dream, and it was a fantasy, and I want to share it with people.
It's really hard to get a job on a cruise ship. Right?
You know, 99.9% of the jobs you wouldn't want. You wouldn't pay them to go on there. However, as an assistant cruise director, I worked 8 to 9 hours. I got off. I played golf. It was a great job. I went from 130 to 190 pounds, eating, lifting weights. You know, there was a lot to do on the ship. But again, it's not the fantasy that people imagine it. And people going to work on cruise ships are now using this book kind of as a primer, because it really educates people about what it's going to be like when they get that phone call.
All right. So if you want to learn something, you want to experience a little bit of a soap opera, get the book. It is called Permanent Passenger, My Life on a Cruise Ship. And before you go, I have to mention you are from the Baltimore area.
Yep, I grew up in Randallstown.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Randallstown High School, friends at Milford, and you know, I'm hearing from everyone, because you know, my wife thinks I'm cheating on her because I'm on Facebook, MySpace, Yahoo, Google, promoting the book, but basically I'm hearing from lots of high school friends, and Baltimore has been a huge support. It's in bookstores here, the Ivy Bookshop, and people love it.
All right, come on back.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. Up next on 11 News, we're in the 11 News Kitchen for Sunday brunch on today's menu, Thanksgiving meal. But first, here's a look at last night's winning lottery numbers. Good luck.